Do you or someone you know have blood pressure problems? If yes, then my demonstration will teach you how to take someone's blood pressure so you can use that information in order to help alleviate their problems. For the past year, I have been enrolled in a medical-based dual enrollment program called the Emerging Health Professionals Program. In this program, I have taken anatomy and physiology at Penn State, shadowed multiple doctors and nurses as well as other medical professions in hospitals, as well as learned basic medical procedures, including how to take a pulse, put in an IV, and take someone's blood pressure. With my speech today, I hope to teach you how to take and record someone's blood pressure using a sphygmomanometer. According to the demographic survey that we took, a majority of the class is comprised of single teenagers, with almost double the amount of females as males. Also, quite a few students want to either become or are currently in the health care field. Because of this, knowing how to take someone's blood pressure becomes very important, as it is something you'll have to do with almost every patient. By knowing how to do it beforehand, you'll have enough experience to be able to do it quicker and better than maybe people who have learned it more recently. In my speech, I will be talking about the multiple steps involved with taking someone's blood pressure. Before you can take someone's blood pressure, there are two things that you have to do. The first thing you have to do is gather your equipment. That includes a stethoscope, which I am wearing, a sphygmomanometer, some alcohol wipes, and a person whose blood pressure you're going to be taking. Now that you've gathered your equipment, there's only one more thing they have to do before you can take someone's blood pressure. Next, what you'll have to do is clean off your equipment. Mainly, you'll want to clean off parts of your stethoscope using the alcohol wipe. This includes the earbuds of the stethoscope, as well as the diaphragm. Now that you've gathered and cleaned your equipment, you are ready to take someone's blood pressure. The first thing that you'll want to do is take the sphygmomanometer and wrap it around your person's arm. Next, you'll want to take your stethoscope and put your earbuds on, as well as place this diaphragm onto their arm where their brachial artery is, which you can find by finding their pulse in this area. Next, you'll want to pump up the sphygmomanometer using the pump on its side. Doing this, you want to check the pressure gauge to make sure that you end off at around 100 to 120 millimeters of mercury. If you can still hear their heartbeat through the stethoscope at this pressure, you might want to increase until you stop hearing it. Next, you'll want to turn the knob over here a little bit so that air is slowly released from the sphygmomanometer. At this point, you'll want to listen carefully and note at what times pressures you can hear their heartbeat stop and start. When the heartbeat starts, that is the systolic number, and when it stops, that is the diastolic number. Next, you'll want to, after the diastolic number, let all the air out of the sphygmomanometer. Then record the blood pressure as a fraction with the systolic number on top and the diastolic number on bottom. You also want to include units, being millimeters of mercury. Next, you'll want to take the sphygmomanometer off the person's arm, as well as clean up all your stuff. You've just taken someone's blood pressure. Now that you have gathered your equipment, what I have just demonstrated to you is how to take and record someone's blood pressure using a sphygmomanometer. With this, I hope you now know that there are multiple steps involved. That includes gathering your equipment, cleaning your equipment, putting on the sphygmomanometer onto your person, wearing the stethoscope and placing the diaphragm onto their arm, pumping up the sphygmomanometer, as well as letting out a little bit of air while noting at what times you can start to hear and stop to hear their heartbeat. And then finally record the number, take off the sphygmomanometer, and clean up your workspace. Now that you know how to take and record someone's blood pressure, I hope that you can use this information in real life. For example, you could take the blood pressures of your family members and then tell it to them so that they can make lifestyle changes based off of how high or low that number is. So if you know someone with blood pressure problems, the best thing that you can do is get a stethoscope and a sphygmomanometer and take their blood pressure regularly. While doing this, you'll want to help them make lifestyle changes based off of how high or low their blood pressure is. According to the Center for Disease Control, 1 out of every 3 people, or 75 million people in the United States only, have high blood pressure. By knowing how to take someone's blood pressure, you can help limit the blood pressure problem and help alleviate that before it becomes a big problem. Thank you.